Welcome to a new tutorial series on Vectary.com, Vectary.com. You can sign up for a free account through your Google email. There's different ways. There's lots of questions, so you can start signing up for an account now. It's free. I want it to be free. There is a pro version, but we're just going to work with the free version. This is a 3D modeling program. It's web-based, so you can access this from any website. You don't have to have a certain kind of computer. And once you create an account, you see your dashboard. And the dashboard has old files that you create if you have created anything. But I'm interested in starting off fresh today with a new project. And the first thing that you're going to see is a grid. There's a grid, and that just represents like the ground or the floor or level 0. And if you didn't have this, you wouldn't know where to start placing things. Everything would just be random in space. So I want to start creating some objects, and there's a whole lot to choose from. So a plane would be for like ground. The floor, actual flooring, because this is invisible. It's just, I can see it with my eyes, but it's just there and it represents something. But this now is the floor. And you have some gizmos here, which I'm going to show you a little bit more with the next object that I add. I want to add a cylinder. And these tools allow me to bring it up and down, left and right, or even back. And as it moves back, it gets smaller. As it moves forward, it gets bigger, just like things would be in real life. There's some squares that allow it to grow. We have some rotation devices, which I'm going to undo to straighten it up. It rotates along these axes. I want to make this bigger, and I want to make it thinner. I'm interested in making a flower. Now I'm using my mouse wheel to zoom out. Not everybody has a mouse wheel, so I believe you can right click and drag and that will zoom. So I did use my mouse wheel here. I can use my left click and spin all around to see different angles of this. I can use my right click button to pan back and forth. So left click will allow you to see different angles. Right click will drag back and forth. I'm going to continue adding a sphere. So we want to explore all these shapes. I love that there's default lighting in here so you can see some shadows on the ground. Might want to start making a flower, so maybe... But I just wanted to show you some of these shapes. So I'm kind of putting this together to build a flower, and you can see as you spin it around, you can really see where things are going. Resize it a little bit. And it's kind of boring. I want to start adding some color to it. So if I click on the sphere, there's an area down here with color where I can give it a color. I can even change it to a lighter color or brighter color with some tools down here. I can change its roughness and metalness, make it look like metal, but that just doesn't look like right for a flower. I can change its opacity. So all the color settings are right here on the right hand side. If I click on the next object, I can change the color of that to whatever I want that to be and start adding colors to my objects. And I'm constantly reworking things and moving back into place. But that's just a basic idea of using Vectary. Using objects, using gizmos to move and rotate and rescale objects.